It's really nice to be interviewing someone who's as tall as me. Let's point that out. Welcome to day 2 of the fest again. I'm Scott Heisel, managing editor of Alternative Press, joined to my left with Jonathan Diener, drummer and mastermind of the Swellers. Some might say secret mastermind.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm very, very smart.
Yeah, and you're 6'4", right? 6'4.5".
I'm about 6'1" according to my physical. My blood work went great, and I'm going to leave that part out.
You're not 6'1". We're like the same height. I'm 6'4".
Stand straight.
I don't want to stand up straight.
Yeah, I'm like 6'2".
Then I'm shrinking.
You're taller than me. You're like 2 inches taller.
Am I? I have no depth perception. This isn't going so well. All right. So we are here at the fest. This is the Swellers. How many fest is this for you guys?
6.
Is it really 6?
We should have done 7, but we did a tour when we shouldn't have. I'll be right back.
I'm stronger than you. What are you going to do?
We're in the middle of something.
Your brother is an idiot.
Get out here.
Your brother's a singer of the Swellers. You guys haven't made a good record since you were on, never.
Oh, wow. Have you ever made records at all?
No.
What are your pants? Urban Gymboree
Okay,
camo?
urban means black, and that's racist.
First of all, urban camo doesn't mean black, actually. Urban means inner city, so you're racist for thinking that. And I win. Hi, I'm Jonathan. I own AP. Welcome to my interview. So, who are you excited to see at the fest?
Who am I excited to see at the fest? I am excited to see today pretty much everyone playing 8 Seconds. It's a hell of a show. The Sidekicks, Broadway Calls, St. Hood Reps, who we just talked to.
Are they on our show?
Yeah.
I haven't even heard them yet, and I'm very excited because I heard they're great. And they're on No Sleep Records.
They're label mates of yours. They had a new album come out last week or 2 weeks ago.
Head Swell.
Hey, you just had a new album come out, didn't you?
The Light Under Closed Doors. A record a long time in the making. And it's a band making a big comeback. That's right, us, the Swellers, here to stay. Learn about audio. Swellers, we're here. Well, so who am I excited to see, Scott asks? Well, Mass Intruder, as always. I saw them at Pre-Fest. They were great.
That's a good answer.
And then I wanted to see Jay Robbins, but we're going to be gone because that's going to be a cool set.
I'm going to see that.
Must be nice.
I'll Snapchat you.
I hate your Snapchats.
Why do you hate my Snapchats? What's wrong?
Because I can't be at shows, and then I'm like taking a dump, and then it's super loud. In a public restroom.
That's about. Don't watch your Snapchat videos in a public restroom. There's the answer to that question.
How am I? No, shut up. Also, who else am I excited to see?
You're excited to see me. I saw you like a week ago.
I'm not excited to see you.
So let's talk a little bit more about your record. Your record just came out. The Light Under Closed Doors, Behind Closed Doors. Under? Are you sure it's not behind?
It's a crack under the closed door.
I think behind sounds better though.
Well, you can't see behind the closed door. You see under it, you dum-dum.
Yeah, but the light's behind it. You can't get to it.
Well, it's shining under the door.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think I'm right.
Nope.
All right, so the light beneath under things, it's got 10 songs, 6 of which are good,
Oh, wow.
and 4 of which are great.
Thanks so much.
Guess the 4.
Anything that I wrote,
Which ones are those?
Becoming Self-Aware.
Yep.
Should.
Yeah.
You didn't really want that one as much.
I had to think. I had to remember which one that was. The first one.
I think do you like High Low? Because that's a weird.
I do like that song.
I didn't write that, but thanks. And Friends Again.
I do like that song. Open parentheses, we can't be, close parentheses. I love parentheticals and song titles. I really do.
We've never done that before. We're shaking things up. We recorded a record with Mark Hudson in Fenton, Michigan, which is like 15 minutes from my house.
He's the namesake of the Hudson River, by the way. We should point that out.
Is that real?
No, I don't know. The Light Under Closed Doors came out just a few days ago, actually, on No Sleep Records. As you mentioned, it was a number of years in the making. You had that EP that came out last year. You self-released. What was it that brought you to No Sleep Records over doing another self-release on your own label?
We were doing things on our own, and it was fine and everything, but things are a lot harder when like Nick and I were managing ourselves, or we still are, and it's nice to have kind of that family, that like community, because we've never been on a label, and this is not to sound rude by any means, but we've never been on a label where there's like a bunch of bands on said label that we'd want to tour with, and like have people that are fighting for us and have all this kind of stuff. So we were talking to some other labels, and it was kind of just like, yeah, whatever. Like it didn't feel like they cared. I texted Chris from No Sleep, and an hour later we had a contract. So it was one of those things where I'm like, That's the guy.
So Chris's phone number is 323-9. No, it works for everybody.
Exactly. Just text Chris and he'll sign you.
We'll put his number up on the screen right now. We'll just flash it up there like a telethon. It'll be good. So, looking at this new record, we were talking about some of the tracks earlier that they're collaborative. That you wrote a couple, your brother wrote a couple. You both kind of shared the songwriting duties, and you both had different perspectives on it too. How he said he's more of a settling down kind of thing right now. He's about to get married, where you went through a long-term relationship ended. So you both have different perspectives. When you guys are writing those songs, do you share notes? Do you approach the other ahead of time and say, hey, I think I'm going to work on a song about this specific story? Or, how do you guys kind of figure those things out? Like, do you compare and contrast?
It's weird. For a long time ago, it was always just Nick doing 100% of everything. And then we did an EP, and I started doing some lyrics. I started with just lyrics because I couldn't really do anything else. And then I started, dabbling on guitar. So now what goes on is if we write a whole song, we'll present a whole song to each other. And then I was in this weird, it was probably like a 3-month period where I would send him 4 songs worth of lyrics every single night. And this is going to sound super strange, but my roommate's a big Rush fan, and he was talking about how Neil Peart will, he writes almost all the lyrics, but what he does, he'll send an essay to Geddy Lee, and then he'll be like, all right, now take what you want and put it in your melody. So we actually did that for a little bit too, where I'd have the song Big Hearts, all the verses are stuff I wrote. And I wrote just a ton of stuff. And I sent it over. I'm like, this would fit somehow. I don't know how. And then Nick, being a weird freak genius guy, he made it all make sense, which is cool. So, we'll either have our whole songs, we'll come together. We never really approach each other what it's going to be about ahead of time. I'm the one that's more open to him about what a song is going to be about, just because I'm very specific with experiences. He has his weird inner demons kind of stuff that goes on. So he'll just present a full song and go, what do you think? And on this record, every time I went, yeah. There's been times in the past where we tried to edit some stuff, right? I felt a little weird about it. But the older we get, the more we see eye to eye. There's a strange chemistry. I don't know if it's a brother thing or just being in a band for 11 years, but we totally see eye to eye on that kind of stuff. And he'll straight up call me out if something's weird. I wrote a song about my dog, and he's just like, dude, go to bed. So there's stuff.
And that's the first single. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey man, the Suicide Machines did that. The first single on their fucking major label sellout record.
That's why I started doing it. Yeah.
You're on this gigantic 49 million shows in 24 days tour. What's going to be next for the Swellers come 2014? What do you guys want to be doing next year? Are you going to win the Weezer Cruise?
We want to win the Weezer Cruise contest. I have no idea. Oh, that already ended.
I think it ended today.
Oh crap! I forgot to push that again. Man. I wanted to win that really bad. Well, 2014, the idea is we're trying to be a global band again. We took a year off, some overseas touring. So we're trying to do Japan, Europe, Australia, maybe Brazil again eventually. I have no idea. But we want to start doing bigger support tours again. That's something that we took a break from a while ago, and we miss it. It's fun because doing our own stuff is cool and everything, but it's nice, getting exposure, especially with a new record. So we're trying to do a bunch of supporting tours all over the world, push the new record, and the whole mantra of our band now is just have fun and relax. Because we used to be so strict about everything, and it was just getting really weird for a while. And now we're just we play music because it's fun. We know we're not going to make a lot of money. We know we're not going to sell a ton of records, but we like what we do, and apparently people do too. So.
All right, last question. Looking at your shirt, I see a beautiful cartoon drawing of the Steiner brothers, Michigan's finest tag team wrestlers / steroid freaks. If you had to pick, are you Rick or Scott Steiner?
Scott Steiner, because I'm a big bad booty daddy.
Can you show me? Can you do your freaks and your peaks? Let's see. Love it. Go buy the new Swellers album, The Light in Some Vicinity Near.
The Light Under Closed Doors. It's so good.
It's all right.
AP could have given it a better review, but they didn't.
A 4-star review is nothing to be fucking.
Give us a 4.2 at least.
We're not Pitchfork.
Thanks.
Thanks.